It's a brand new day.
All right, looks like we're here. I'll see you.
See you later.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, baby.
On the way here, I was just picking up on a lot of information. It's kind of all over the place, so I'll really make it fit once I sit down with the client today. But I've been busy with so many different readings these past couple weeks, so I've been picking up on a lot of information about these readings beforehand. And in doing so, I've had a bit of a tough time distinguishing between whether I'm picking up on info for the client that I'm about to read in 5 minutes or the client I'm reading tomorrow. Hi, I'm Tyler.
Hi.
Oh, great
Nice
to meet you. Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so excited.
Oh, I am too.
My name is Olivia Culpo, and Tyler might recognize me as a former Miss USA or Miss Universe.
I feel like it's a nice ambiance
It
for a reading,
is.
isn't it? It's moody. The
love
lighting
it.
is moody.
Yes.
I would consider myself a spiritual person. I guess that makes me a believer. But when I think about the palm readers and psychics, I think about a ripoff sometimes. But I consider myself to have a pretty good intuition, so we'll see how I feel after. I'm Olivia, by the way.
Great to meet you.
Which I guess I didn't do that
Oh,
before.
no worries.
So I was Miss USA and Miss Universe a couple years ago.
Wow. Okay, that totally clicks. Because I see lots of cameras, so. Have you ever had a psychic reading before?
No,
Never.
but my heart is racing.
Yeah, no worries. That's okay. Are you more interested in hearing about your personal life, or are you more curious about a medium reading?
I went into this thinking that you would take the lead.
Absolutely. I like the sound of that. Let me see what we can do. So, okay, I do want to immediately kind of go to your mother's side of the family. I do have an older woman that's coming through, like grandmotherly kind of figure. There is a reference to a woman dealt with pneumonia or fluid in the lungs. So,
Okay.
Is your grandmother on your mom's side passed?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if anyone in family on mom's side worked on a farm or lived in a rural area, to your knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay, because this is the kind of woman, she's showing me living in a rural area, and I feel like I can do a man's job like that. Even though she grew up and kind of lived in a different time, she still took on all the responsibilities that a lot of men would have done. I don't know if we're milking cows, I don't know what this is, but there's a very like hands-on, very strong kind of a woman that's coming through that really was able to kind of, before her time, really take on a lot. Like this is a tough lady.
Well, that's interesting because my mother's mother was a single mom.
Right.
Because her husband died really young. So that could be a reference to that.
I would say so, but she is referencing to something else. I'm getting a reference to an A initial. Do you know of anyone on that side with an A?
Yeah.
Yeah, who would that be?
Well, my mom's name is Aurora.
Oh, okay, cool. There's a grandmother coming through that's referencing to the continuation of a name.
That's so cool.
Yeah, no, she is. Even regardless of if you didn't. I don't.
My
know.
sister's name is Aurora, and my grandmother's name is Aurora.
Yeah, because
That's so cool.
There's the awareness of that for sure. Okay, well, where are the 4 siblings?
How did you know that?
I know I'm psychic. Like literally, she's referencing the 4 siblings. So where is that?
So there's my mom's brother,
Right.
and then my mom's sister, and then my mom's other sister who passed away.
Right.
And then my mom is the youngest.
Right.
The thing about her, my grandmother's passing, is I wasn't alive.
Right. I would say if there's any message like that you could tell your mom, know that your grandmother is fine, and she's making it a point to acknowledge those 4 siblings, and for her, she feels like she had to do a lot for them, and again, in acknowledging that she had to do both the masculine roles and the feminine roles, but that she loved that, and that was something that she actually did enjoy.
That's so
quite a bit.
weird.
So please know, yeah. But there is one connection I want to make really quickly, because we've got that. Getting an L name, so hold on. It's a nickname, actually. Oh God, this is gonna make my job difficult. So I'm getting an L nickname, so let me figure out, it would be female. Is this Lola, Loli, like Lala?
So
what does
funny.
that mean?
My sister's nickname is Lulu.
Lulu, there it is. Because
That's
I'm like,
so weird.
but it is a nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's who she's named after.
Right.
Aurora is named after.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's really weird because he knew that the name was twice in the family, and then he also picked up on the fact that my sister's nickname is Lulu. I don't know how he knew some of this stuff.
Well, I think with your sister, it's really interesting because the entire, like, my brain stem feels weird. It's weird. It's neck, head, and then this entire area feels strange to me.
Yeah, she has really bad headaches.
Yeah, it's like, oh. What's annoying with this is that regardless of what she tries, they'll still kind of keep coming back. And this is interesting. Like, she can try a number of things to try to alleviate it, and they just keep coming back. What I would say is that she does have a sensitivity to smells. This is something that will impact her headache thing. This is interesting. I don't know if it's a trigger or what. So I would relay that to her just because that could be useful.
Nice. Okay.
I could definitely tell that Olivia was a little anxious. That's understandable because she told me that it was her first time ever getting a psychic reading. But even though she was anxious about what I might be able to say, she was very open, and I really appreciated that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. This was very positive. I was really worried that you were going to say some pretty negative things.
No, definitely. You know, people come in and they do have that concern. They do have that nervousness because this is kind of a strange thing. When you sit down, it's like, I could say literally anything. But the goal in how this works is that I really want to give insight, and I want to be able to know that when you leave, like, you feel like you left with something, that you got a connection, even if it wasn't for yourself, but for other people. And that's really the goal. All right.
Cool.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was so fun.
Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. This has been great.
I feel like there are so many things that Tyler passed on to me that I can pass on to my mom since I didn't meet my grandmother. Even though I haven't had the same experience in terms of loss, it's cool that I can just be sort of a communicator. I got information that I know is really valuable. If only there were more Tylers. I actually just think I want to carry him around everywhere. Bye.
Bye.
That was cool. How did that go?
It was great.
Okay.
It was really unique. You're never going to believe what I
I'm
read.
dying to know.
I read Miss Universe. Oh my God. I know, isn't that crazy? Just wait till Dad hears. He's gonna have a major crush.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die. That's so neat, Ty.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Mom.
Oh, let's get out of here.
All right, sounds good. This is fun. I can't believe I just read Miss Universe. I really didn't recognize her. But I suppose it makes sense considering you probably don't strike people as the Miss Universe watcher. My favorite part of this reading was really the connections that Olivia's grandmother was able to make to her sister, who wasn't even in the room. I think it's a really great thing when someone comes through and acknowledges somebody completely different than my client, because that means that my client's not needing to hear a message from anybody on the other side, which means that most likely there was closure.
We will just get out of here, and we are good to go.
So I'm at this party, and I randomly got a pull in the direction of this girl. I couldn't quite explain it, but I just felt like I had to deliver a message. So what's your first name again? I'm sorry?
Bella.
Bella, great.
Bella.
So nice to meet you. Even when I'm trying to unwind, I still pick up on information and have to deliver it. There's no such thing as being off the clock. All right, so you actually have a couple people popping in from the other side, if that's okay. So there is actually a reference to a man that's coming through. It actually comes through on the fatherly kind of a realm for this. It's like a real strong fatherly figure. Let's see as far as this goes. He's snapping his fingers at me, always an indication for me that someone passed quickly. He is referencing, though, no, he's referencing, I'm hearing an engine. This goes. Do you have anyone who would have passed a car accident, like a vehicular accident, or some form of an issue with a vehicular accident? Because this man passed in a vehicular-related accident.
My dad died in a motorcycle accident.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
He's referring to 2007. What happened in 2007?
I mean, he died like 8 years ago.
Okay.
If we're talking about his death.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would just be his way of referencing to this. There's a reference, this is something that might not make initially much sense. He's referencing to a stuffed animal that has like sentimental significance, and it's like memory related. But when this comes across, he's making a significance that this is a sentimental object that we would have that would actually be like a reminder of him. So if he gifted a teddy bear to someone, or if there's some form of a plush connection, I would check with it, because I'm almost looking as though I'm referencing another female that would be living. Do you have any siblings?
Oh, yeah, I had that sister, I have another sister, and I have a brother.
Right, okay.
That's all my whole family.
There's some form of connection gifting a teddy bear and it being like having significant value. It would be like really old, really deteriorated, but I would check and see where that would fit within family, because it will make sense to someone. Try to convey that. I would ask around about it. He just, the way this comes across, he's really sweet. The amount of pride that he has for you is amazing. It's huge in the way that it comes through. So please know that he's perfectly fine and he's okay, and he's definitely around.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Well,
yes. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Oh, you're so welcome. Even though I've done this for my whole life, I can't control what I see, and sometimes I don't want to see what I see, but When it comes through, and the message was clearly there for a reason.